A few weeks after my 11th birthday, I was riding in the passenger seat of my older sister's red Mercury Cougar. We were headed south on the Florida Turnpike from West Palm Beach to Fort Lauderdale when we got the call. My strong, smart Jamaican dad, known to his friends as Bully, had lost his 2-year battle to cancer. And that child that loved to create also died. That child that when she was 9 and found out her father was diagnosed with throat cancer, her first instinct was to draw him a magical drink to cure it. When she was 7, she drew the fastest thing in the world, the turtle with a turbo glider. And when she was 4, she cut the bottom of her brand new Easter dress off to create a matching scarf. You see, my love for creativity ran deep, but I was conditioned to believe that it wasn't important. You have to see it to be it, and I did not see it. In the media, I didn't see examples of professional Black creatives, especially not Black women. And at school, teachers didn't talk to us about creative careers. How come art and music classes are considered specials rather than essentials? This made me believe that creativity wasn't important, it wasn't essential, and it wouldn't lead to success. So I started over and focused on making my parents proud. According to immigrant parents, success means 3 things: go to college, work hard, get a good job. So like a good first-generation child, I graduated from Florida State University with a degree in advertising. I worked hard and landed an internship through the Multicultural Advertising Internship Program, known as MAPE. And then I landed a media planning internship at Wieden+Kennedy, also known as the most creative agency in the world. Does anyone know who this man is that I'm standing next to? That is Dan Wieden, one of the founders of Wieden+Kennedy and the man who created Nike's slogan, "Just Do It." A few weeks into my internship, I realized I loved the perks of media planning, like free concert tickets and food, but I hated the work. Numbers and Excel sheets were not my thing. I had achieved success by making it to the mecca of advertising at such a young age, but I didn't love what I was doing. I didn't feel energized or purposeful. Being in the weirdest city in America that summer, Portland, Oregon, pushed me so far out of my comfort zone that it caused me to question my purpose. Now I was surrounded by creatives. My friends at the agency were art directors, copywriters, photographers, designers. I could finally see what I wanted to be, but I was the opposite of that, and it made me unhappy. You lose your peace when you don't live your purpose. This experience helped me evolve my idea of success. You see, success is not about getting a good job. Success is about choosing a profession you love that aligns with your passion and your purpose. So now that I could see it, I had to figure out how to become it. So I spent all of my free time that summer meeting with the creative directors in the agency to learn about their journey. One common thing that kept popping up was portfolio school. So after researching a few different programs, I picked up the phone and I called my mom and I told her 3 things. I said, I'm enrolling in the creative circus, I'm taking out a student loan, and I'm turning down my full-time offer in New York. Her response shocked me. My mom said, "You've always been creative. I don't know why it took you this long to figure it out." And at that moment, it hit me. This entire time, I've been chasing what I thought was my parents' idea of success, when they just wanted me to do what I love. So I started over and focused on becoming an art director. To say I was scared is an understatement. The voice in my head started asking, what if you're a terrible art director? What if you don't get another job offer? What if you fail? But instead of leaning into the fear, I chose faith. And I thought about all of the inspiring Black women who came before me who were not afraid to start over. Ava DuVernay left her role in PR to start over and become a film director. She didn't pick up a camera until the age of 32. Elaine Welteroth, who also got her first internship through MAPE, left her role as editor-in-chief of Teen Vogue to start over, and now she's a New York Times best-selling author. And my mother left everything in Jamaica to start over and come to this country. She got her first job at the Clinique makeup counter in Macy's to provide a better life for her kids. Thanks to my mom's courage to start over, I now have the opportunity to work with Clinique's global creative team, developing work that challenges beauty stereotypes. This helped me evolve my idea of failure. Failure isn't negative. Failure leads to growth over time. And if there's one thing I learned from my time in portfolio school, it's that failure breeds innovation. Us art directors would stay up all night, working on hundreds of concepts, making sure every letter on our logos were kerned to perfection. We'd quickly wash our face to make it look like we slept the night before and drag ourselves and our work into school for teachers and peers to pick apart and tell us to start over. For 10 weeks, we would constantly fail and evolve the work until we had something great. You see, when you fail, you desperately try to find a new solution. But the moment you stop reinventing the wheel, when you stop learning, when you stop questioning, when you stop evolving, you're dead. And although I was running off of fumes, I loved what I was doing. I felt energized and I felt purposeful in the work I was creating. And that child, that love to create, was alive again. In the final semester of portfolio school, I was scrolling on the timeline when I came across a post in the MAPE Facebook group about an internship at Facebook's creative shop. The idea of transitioning out of advertising into tech made me a little bit uncomfortable, which is how I knew it was an opportunity for growth. After a few rounds of interviews, I landed the internship. A few of my teachers tried to talk me out of taking it by saying it would change the trajectory of my career. But I had a bigger vision. So I started over and pivoted into creative strategy. People always ask me, what's a day in the life of a creative strategist at Facebook and Instagram? And I tell them every single day is different. The company, the products, the brands I partner with are constantly evolving. But what remains constant is the love I have for building with our tools that give people the power to connect, the energy I get from developing people-first ideas to help brands solve problems, and the purpose I find in evolving the next generation of leaders by mentoring MAPE interns and hosting educational workshops for Black and Latinx entrepreneurs through Facebook's Elevate program. When I look back at the art I used to create when I was young, I notice one thing is missing: Black people. Growing up as a young Black girl in America, I did not feel beautiful. Black children often do not see themselves represented in the media, which can lead to self-esteem issues. So I have evolved my purpose in this industry to create more positive images of Black people in the media while creating more space for Black creatives to shine. I partner with Black-owned beauty brands who are disrupting the industry. I elevate Black artists to scale their art through Facebook, Instagram, and beyond. And I share my story on social media and platforms like this so that children of immigrant parents can see that creativity is important, it is essential, and it can lead to success. You have to see it to be it, and now they could see me. Before I go, I want to share a secret with you. The secret to your next step is evolution. And sometimes evolution comes from failing and starting over. Are you ready to evolve? Thank you.